Hi, thank you for choosing 925 Partners Transportation. We're so glad you're with us. This video is designed to help folks utilize our portal and issue their own certificates, whether it's after business hours on the weekday or on the weekends, and you need to generate a certificate so you don't miss that load. Here's how we're going to do it. So you should have received an email when you first joined us here at 925 Partners. It was a welcome email. And it has great information. It's going to include your certificates, your auto ID cards, as well as an onboarding welcome letter. And then it's also going to have information on how to log into the portal, how to do your payments, and how to service policies using our transportation team. In this case, we're going to talk about how to use the portal and issue our own certificates if we need to. So I'm just going to take note of my login here, as my login is 925 Transportation. Yours would probably be the email that you use when you're registered with our agency. And our password here. And I'm just going to click here to go to that portal login site. And before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this page just to make sure that I don't lose it if I need to use it in the future. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my username and my password. And it brings us to our dashboard. So the portal dashboard has a lot of great information. You can view the policies, even if you have more than one policy here, not just your commercial trucking. You can access all the documents that you need, print out any auto ID cards on the fly. But we're working on issuing a certificate. So we're going to go ahead and click Issue a Certificate. And from the first time you log in, you're going to see a template here with a description of operations. That is something that our agency has preloaded in there for you to list all of your policy information, and I'll explain that in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and want to issue a new certificate to a new certificate holder. So we're going to click the template here. And we're just going to add a holder like we're doing a brand new certificate holder. All right, great. So we're going to go ahead and pretend like we're adding a brand new certificate holder. And I have the name, the address, and the email address of the certificate requester. So in this case, we're going to use the ever famous Assure Assist. That's going to be the certificate holder that's requesting. Their address is going to be 543 Country Club Drive. There's a secondary address of Unit B338. And they are all the way out there at Simi Valley with a zip code that is more than 5 digits. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it in there. All right, great. So we don't want to click anything here. It's not going to supersede any of the previously issued certificates. Do they receive renewals? Yes. We want to make sure that they always have your insurance on file. And we don't need to change anything here. What we're going to do is the description of operations, again, that's specific to your operations and was preloaded in there by our transportation team. So you don't want to change that. But they're going to be our only recipient for this particular COI. So we're going to do attention, assure, assist. And in the message, we're just going to say, please find attached COI for, and then you put your own trucking company in here if you wanted to. We're going to put our fake trucking company in here. And we're going to click email current cert. The email address that they have asked us to send it to is going to be COI@AssureAssist.com. And there's not a second recipient here. There's not a third recipient. Okay. Email is going to be transportation@925partners.com. That is this email associated with this account, our fake account. So that email would actually be your own. And then you can click this box, make sure it is clicked, and you'll get a confirmation of the certificate being sent as well. So we're just going to go ahead and before we send it, we're going to preview. And I can go ahead and look at the certificate for its accuracy. And you can see that today was the date that it was generated. You see our agency up there in the corner as being the agent of record. This will be your trucking company's name here. You can see we have your insurance company listed right here. And then down below you have all of your lines of coverage. Now this is important because sometimes you're asked to input your policy number and your limits and your carrier and all of that. The carrier is listed here under your insurer. This is your line of coverage. So for instance, this particular company has general liability. The policy number would be right here, the date that it's effective, and then the limits for that policy. And then down below the general liability, you'll see that they have automobile liability. This would be the policy number, the effective dates, and then the limit is $1 million. This particular policy is for a Florida policy, so it has $10,000 in personal injury protection. And then you can see down below as well, there's motor truck cargo, the policy number, $100,000 in coverage, and trailer interchange at $30,000, as well as reefer breakdown coverage. All these coverages you can see have a deductible of $1,000. Here's a description of operations that we were looking at earlier. This will include your physical damage coverage on your tractors or your vehicles. This particular physical damage policy is here. This is the policy number. Deductible is $1,000. And then this is the tractor that we purchased for $200,000. You can see the certificate holder is listed as AssureAssist with the address that they requested here below. And you can either save this for your records or just use it as a preview before you send it off. Once you're good, you can go ahead and issue certificate. And it'll say thank you from our transportation division. The form has been delivered to the following recipients. And you can either open the certificate there to look at it and save it. You can check your email for that same certificate, which has already been delivered. Or you can turn around and issue another certificate to a different certificate holder if you'd like. That's how you issue a certificate here at 925 Partners using our portal login. Hope it's been helpful. Thank you so much.